go quickly check that out. Ooh, I need to charge my tablet, but yes, I believe we should be live on YouTube. Alright, quick survey says yes. Awesome, W. Alright, so, yep, we just came from the Star Wars stream, where we did Pure Fiction, and, one of the most legendary currency wars runs I ever had. And, now, yeah, we're back in Genshin. For the Imaginarium Theater for this month, which I heard horror stories about. So yeah, what's the worst that can happen? But yeah, just give me a moment. I'm setting up the YouTube stream because it's not fully ready yet. And yeah, the plan today is to for this part of the stream is to first of all do the anecdotes, and then we'll do the polls because it's the start of the month, which means we have 5 standard polls. I am saving for Linnea, so those polls will happen in about half a week's time when Linnea comes out. But we'll do the standard polls, and that's important. That's usually not important, but it's important this time because for the simple reason that I believe I'm at about 80 pity on the standard banner, which means I should get a 5-star, and I hope it'll be something useful. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out in like maybe 10-ish minutes, if even that. And yeah. Try that, and bam! That should be the YouTube stream all set up. Okay, alright, awesome. So we're gonna start with anecdotes, and we have one last, like, we have 2 last anecdotes of all the ones released this patch. And one we can see on the map right here, which is Kachina hanging around the People of the Springs. So we'll see what's up with that. And then we're gonna go back up to Nagrai to find our 7th and last anecdote with Varka for now. Oh yeah, that's... Yo, is Kachina managing Molani's store?
根据客人不同的需求介绍款式和颜色，全都记住了，这样就可以了吧？应该可以的吧
I mean, sounds good.
马拉妮那么相信我，绝对不可以搞砸呀！加油，卡吉娜，一定可以的。
Aw, hi there, Kachina.
欢迎光临悠悠屯屯水上用品商店。师傅。
Aw. She called us Shrifu because, yeah, we trained her back in the Arkham class. Aw, it's sweet that she still calls us that. Why are you manning the store?
马拉妮这几天当向导去带队了，她今天已经出发去做准备工作了。
Okay, fair enough. Molani is doing guide stuff.
所以店铺就没人看管了。他本来是说暂时关门一段时间也没问题，不过我刚刚好有空，就想着为朋友做点什么。加上说不定以后我能开一家蛋糕店呢，提前积累点经验也好。
Right. I believe in you too, Kachina.
谢谢师傅鼓励我。马拉妮之前也说过差不多的话。
Alright, then I'll leave you too. Let's meet again once you get off work.
好呀好呀，待会儿见呢。
Alright, nice. Oh, why is Kanish here? And more importantly, is a How here? Okay, yep.
好喝啊！喂，金一奇，你闲着也是闲着，还不快给伟大圣龙库呼拉乔再倒些青米梅汁
？Oh God.
没空。
Damn.
你胡说！你明明什么都没做呀！啊，卡奇娜，她 那边又没什么问题。服侍我和青蜜梅枝要紧。
Freaking Kachina is helping Mualani watch over the store, and Kanicha is helping Mualani by watching over Kachina.
没了。
胡说，怎么会那么快？我还没喝几口，不是有一大瓶吗？说，是不是你偷喝啦？
没必要。
我，切，算你硬气。那你就
Oh
快点去
yeah,
找马
this
拉尼
thing
那个
counted
小
100
丫头
messages because it counted the last stream, because I technically didn't end the stream on
3瓶
Twitch.
青蜜梅汁。哼，就凭这些，还不够我润嘴唇的。
跟我去打招呼。
Oh.
又见面了，旅行者。
Yo! Kanicha, how? Are you here to check on Kachina?
是马拉尼。
Yep, okay, so I was right.
在他不在的时间里，
Yep.
托我照看一下独自看店的卡奇娜。
Well, he got Kachina to watch over the store, and got Kanicha to watch over Kachina.
还有我，自私鬼计你一起，你不要当我不存在，更不要漏掉我的功绩。
那我分享一下，阿乔的功绩是在委托完成前消耗了全部预奖报酬。
A mighty deed indeed. That's crazy.
齐尼奇，你活腻啦！
看样子已经结束了，那么我差不多也应该。
来都来了嘛，怎么接着走？
And Mualani is watching over Kanicha, watching over Kachina, watching over the
就
store.
回来了。既然刚好碰上了，不如一起去聚餐吧，就当庆祝我们的好朋友卡奇娜第一次独立看店圆满结束。旅行者也一起吧。
Alright.
你看，卡奇娜看到我们了，而且聚餐还有更多的嘉宾亲密梅枝。
Oh, a house on board.
那我酷胡的阿乔也屈尊答应这番邀请了。
And so goes another lively day in Natalan.
走吧。
好耶！卡奇娜，这边！来了，马拉尼。
Alright, W wholesome interaction. Alright, and now we go up north. I believe the last anecdote is for going into this domain and heading back out. So let's give that a try. I don't know whether we have to claim rewards. The wiki says we do, but like, do I really? Like, sure, farming this domain cannot possibly be bad with Linnea around the corner, but I am also, like, decently short on more, to the point where I'm gonna run out of it on day 1. So... ideally, I don't have to spend anything. Oh, it seems like I do. It seems like I do. I don't see a Varka around here. Okay, well, hopefully this is the right domain then. Imagine if this is the wrong domain. Alright, let's use the French Army team. I mean, I'm just suspecting rather. I mean, again, right? Either way, I should be farming this because it'd be good for my Anafa and Linnea, so. And also, there's like 3 bajillion characters on my account that would want the day card set. So.
正面偷袭！你好呀！嘿，玫瑰礼花。
Oh. Rip energy on that. Alright. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna use 20. You know what? This was all worth it. This is all worth it. It was a sign. It was a sign. This was meant to be. Yeah, I could put a Colombian on this as well. Okay, Marco's here. Yeah, Okay, well, I also would like some ER, but I guess there's only 4 stats you can roll into. So yeah, no, pretty good. Yo, Barca, what are you doing out here?
哎呀，没想到会在这里遇见你。怎么，又在散步？
I'm in the middle of some important business.
行啊，你确实也算是个大忙人了。不过成天这么东奔西跑，也要记得好好休息。
W advice, right before I dive headfirst into whatever hellhole this Imaginarium is. So,
有空来我那边坐坐。骑士团那边又捎来不少东西，也有你的份儿。不过现在可能有点不方便，我得去职能人那边沟通一点小事。
Oh, that's why he's here.
回头见了，一定要记得来拿可莉送给你的蜡笔画啊。
Oh?
要是能遇见菲林斯就好了，肯定能好好喝一杯。
Damn. I could do that, but what's the fun in that? Alright, it's time. Oh, look, we got 10k primos. Yeah, let's run the polls. Right, I think it's the time of the stream where we see what we get. I think I'm at around 80 pity. Yeah, 79. So this either this is gonna be 85 plus pity, or I'm gonna get something. So we'll see. Let's see. What are we gonna get? Come on, something good, please. Something that'll be useful for the account. Okay. Blue. You love to see it. 80. Are we being for real? Okay, this does not bode well. Eye of Perception. 82. Did I miscount? No, I don't think I believe. I believe I have it. I'm having trouble to speak. 83. Okay, there we go. 83. I'll take it. C6 Mona. C6 Mona. W. I believe... okay. You could count this... Okay, this is 82 or 83 depending on when you start counting it. Because I do... Okay, I'm going to use computing terms, right? It's a difference between 0-base indexing and 1-base indexing. Because when I say 1, I include the 5-star. Because I'm pretty sure that's actually how this thing works. You cannot... Yeah, that's how the hard pity actually works. So, yeah, I don't know. I read that in a Chinese thread 3 years ago. So, just know that I count things one off from how most people count it. But okay, we got C6 Mona, I believe that is. Let me just flick that to my friends. We just double check that C6. I mean, this is one last poll, so let's just send it anyways. Alright. You know what? I'll take that. I'll happily take that. Yep, C6. Awesome. Yeah, right now I would say yeah, you would count this as having me having 1 pity. I would say I have 2 pity. It's just it doesn't make any actual difference. It's just different counting methods. Yeah, it's purely what's the word? I don't remember what words I was gonna use to describe it, but yeah. And which also means I believe my constellation thing's onto Mona, so let's change it. Also caught missed the day's commissions. I'm pretty sure I just didn't spend resin that day. I did the commissions. Yeah, I don't think I missed commissions at all. It's just resin. What constellation do I want? Yeah, it's technically optimal for you to save your pulse until if you're sure that Lowen's gonna join. It's a banner. But like the C6 Diluc itself is so useless though. Like the Mona C6 constellations at least like has some uses. But like Diluc C6 in itself is not useful. And I feel like the thing is, right, like if I wanted a 95, I would have already went for Jean. I went for Mona C6 because I liked Mona C6. Okay, also the problem with leveling 95, level 95 my favorite character is that it requires me to pick a favorite character out of the 7 Archons we have. And that's not happening. So the options are probably between Nilu C1 and Dea C1. Just because those constellations... Nilu C1 isn't that meaningful, but Nilu C2 is. And Dea's constellations are actually pretty meaningful. So, yeah. Probably Dea C1. Let's put on that for now. I can change at any point. So, let's put on Dea. Okay. That was one of the better choices it could have gone. I don't know. I just know that each of Dea's constellations are all individually pretty good. It's just that the baseline is so low that, you know, the end product is still not that great. But yeah, this is all right. The wing matches her because it's red and she's pyro. Visually, I guess I still feel like she fits in the Sumeru Desert a lot better than that one, but I can see what you mean. The Cape Stings literally fit in better with the desert than in Natlan. Like these, right? I think they give way more desert vibes. Like you see a lot of those. Oh, the gliders. Yeah, I guess the gliders. Yeah. Also, yeah. Ignore this. Ignore this. It's just the color scheme matches. I don't think like the patterns itself doesn't really match because there's a solar motif on the thing, and in terms of motifs, there's no visual motif that matches. Because yeah, I don't know, the visual motifs doesn't quite match for me. And yes, I just have a because I don't like arbitrarily deciding which wing looks better on which character. I made a universal rule of every character will just have the wing of the region, which for some of the instances work pretty well. Like Columbina, of course, looks good. Anafa also looks all right. And then you have this. Have fun. It's systematic. It's a very systematic way of going about it. There's no dispute about which wing should be put on which character because there's a nice little symbol on the top left in the character screen that tells you exactly what wing should be put on each character. But yeah. Anyways, off the standard characters, I feel like yeah, Mona was probably a good one to get. If I get Jean right, I just get a level 95 thing. That's alright. What's Skirk on? Skirk is on the Skirk is on the this one. Just Wings of Companionship because it's, you know, not because she's the Outlander. So the solar motif makes sense. Well, yeah, of course not Noctcry. She's not from Noctcry. She's not from Teyvat, so yeah. Yeah, but I'm not going. Okay, as established, we are not going by looks. Like if I'm going by looks, am I going to have this? Like, I think Marukino is currently on the Ascension, like, because we don't have Ascensionaya wings yet. Marukino is on the Dragon Spine wings as, like, a placeholder. And the second we get Ascensionaya wings, I'm switching her over to the Ascensionaya wings. because by the game's own categorization, Arlecchino is considered a Snezhnayan. That is a Snezhnayan vision. Damn. Anyways, case in point, we've strayed far off topic. Let's go to Imaginarium and suffer. So theoretically, honestly, if the luck in Imaginarium works in my favor and things go smoothly, the 12 stars shouldn't be that difficult. Right? Because here's the strategy, right? So there's our starting characters. And that's the wrong button. But let's grab the supporting cast and let's reselect everyone. So probably want these. Probably want to have a bit of pyro if they want. Who would people not have? Of course, I change these every month. I do actually, believe it or not, I do want to help my friends. I think all my friends have a Scofier. Don't need to put a Scofier there. Shamha, that would be nice. But yeah, the strat here, let's just go in here and let's start planning. Shall we? So yeah, this looks right. I think all my characters are probably better built than theirs. I'm pretty sure I can just select everyone. Including Alloy. And we can invite a, well, yeah, people do like C2R1 characters. I think I have people on my friend list. Oh, yep, that looks good to me. That's a lot of EM. Holy EM. Yeah, let me just, yoink. Okay, so, the strat, right, is for most of the okay, of our characters, we want to group them into duos of characters that can carry 2 randoms, right? And we have 12 stages to go through, 10 regular stages and 2 Arcana stages, so we need 6 of those duos. So let's start making those up, right? So we have Skirker Escoffier, right? We have yeah, Skirker Escoffier, Novella Farina, that's 2. Zibai Columbina can be 3. Navia Shalonen can be 4. Nilu Laoma is 5. And I can cope enough through Risley in the first 2. I feel like. And no, not Novelef, yeah, Novelef Arena. So yeah, basically that's 5, and yeah, more okay. Unironically, right? Assuming if I actually just have the starting cast, everyone at the beginning, I would put how it would work is probably Molani plus 3 Hexaray, right? That being Sucrose, Mona, and Klee. That's probably just straight up a team. And you pray that Sucrose throws the bombs. But also, you only really need 5 because you can just cope through enough with Risley at the beginning. So, yeah. That's going to be the plan. But that also requires us to get pretty good luck at getting these duos at the right moment. And that, if according to this plan, we are going to need Novella Farina right off the bat in Act 3. We're going to need Zibai and Columbina by Act 6. And then reuse Novella Farina here. And then use some sort of Zhongli or Salali here with a competent DPS. So either Zhongli was a applicable team, or Skirk with Salali. And for the Arcanum stages, this is whatever. And Skirk needs to be here. Probably Zibai just clears this. But I also would prefer if I can not use Zibai and figure something out. Because Zibai is just a free clear for any of the things. So I like to save as much stuff towards the end as possible. So we'll take a look. We'll see how it goes. We can also just get incredibly unlucky, and if it and the thing about Lunar mode is that unlike Visionary mode, in which you can still there's still a decent amount of railroading in which you can basically get whatever you want still, but for maybe we already got freedom, which is nice. If you can get free and level off bad, I would take it. Okay, if not, of course not. Then we actually take Barbara for fodder because we want fodder. I feel like taking a freeze is good. Allows for a little bit of extra cope. And which one's better? This one's probably better, right? This one feels better. Oh yeah, don't remember. I'll probably check that out in my own time, or if you really want to hear my reaction to it, I'm not gonna set it up on stream to like show like it playing on stream because that's too much production value for me. But if you want, I can at the very end. Yeah, I gotta just do off stream or like end the YouTube stream earlier, and then just you can listen to my thoughts on it. But whatever. This side can't be that hard, right? Like Rise can clear this, right? Surely. What team would I use? Yeah, let me just try this. Let's see how much because again, I'd like to see if I can make some cope teams. That'd be ideal. I think we just have to use things. Do we have to use Xingqiu? Is Rosarius going to be used for anything? Again, this is why I'm happy I built Kachina a while ago. So, yeah. Kachina is actually contributing with a 4-piece center city. I can't speak. Here, surely. There we go. That's the word. Yeah. Here, surely. Rosaria over Xingqiu. My brain's already cooked into Act 1. It's Stromer. It's Stromer. Okay, let's see. Do I remember how to play Rise? Not really, but it seems to do enough damage. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I just remember do a bunch of normals and then do charge, and then something like that. Okay, we have more than enough time here. Okay, I would even argue this is a little overkill. Honestly feels a little clunky to play, I'll be for real. That doesn't kill? Okay, this kills. There we go. Okay, that was easy. We just run it back, right? Unless we get a even better fodder character than Rosario. Okay, this is not good fodders. Let's just take the Bina. Put the Bina in the bag. Okay, we take the Mystery Cash. Okay, this right side is pretty useless. It's Act 1, right? Like, oh wow, let's restore one vigor to, like, freaking Genshin. Freaking Barbara gets one more use. Which actually doesn't sound that bad, but like... but if it's Kachina, I feel like that's a little cooked, no? I guess I'll just take the left. I mean, yeah, Center City, I suppose, but like I don't think I'm lacking Center City in the lineup. Yeah, I think left is just better. Why do I have to pick between reactions? I want more characters. I mean, I guess we just run it backwards wisely, but okay. Let's think about the future, right? Novelette team. What are we gonna use for Novelette? I think we're a little cooked when it comes to Novelette. Thoughts on a little refresh to try to get characters? Because I feel like that's better to get more characters. And that's even if we get Novelette to begin with. I could try to do this for the gap for Novelette, or I could grab the Mystery Cache. The Mystery Cache is looking really tempting. But this is what? I think 3 characters appear here, so it's 3 choose 5. Or 5 choose 3. So let's just go for it. Okay, let's grab Novelette. Alright, we got 3 in the bag. I believe. As long as it's not too cringe. Which one's better? It's surely these guys. Ooh, you have a Geo thing. Too easier? Alright, I'll trust that. Just send it back, probably. Yeah, I just have to try to get Shalona at some point to pair up with Navia. How does this screw? Okay, the answer is they don't. Okay, there's only 4 of them, so it's not bad. Come on, Barbara, break the thing. Okay, not quite enough ER on Rosaria, but that's fine. Oh, you. Okay. Without issues, you want to see it. Okay, well, so when the red thing appears, just a charge attack, right? That's it. Not even close. Unironically, Ganyu. Off-heal Ganyu. Right? Yeah, I think Ganyu has to be the play. Because we have to find people to pair with Novelette. We are for sure not pairing Novelette with another Hydro. That's not happening. So let's go for the Mystery Cache Rare. Am I gonna reach 0 at some point? This is a long-term gamble. So yeah, I feel like it's right is probably better. Is right now? Is this when you have? It doesn't put a time limit in here. But okay, sure. I'll trust that. I'll take... The command random is really tempting, but I really want that Mystery Cache. I really want that Mystery Cache. Yeah, just Mystery Cache. You know what? This is the beginning of the run, so getting those stuff is pretty good. Oh, companion invite. Okay, we're taking this. Holy, okay. What do we do? Okay, well, what do we do here? Probably Zubai, yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Yeah, let's just grab Zibai, and then we can just cope something together with Nebula.
且与你同去。
I really hope we get a DPS at the end of this, because then we might have to send Zibai into the Arcanum thing to get a DPS, because we are running out of DPSs. I mean, I guess we get Ganyu 4. Ganyu 4 is not unthinkable. But here I think we run these two, right? And we're not touching any of these three, I don't feel like. So we grab this and Xingqiu can be fodder. This feels like using too much Hydro. This feels like sending too much Hydro. So, but it's fine. Mona fodder? I guess. Well, we just got C6 Mona, might as well use C6 Mona. Yeah, sure, that works.
让世界热闹起来吧！
Fair enough.
闲人勿扰，这项工作
I mean, Mona can also use this.
命运的虚影
Stroke is just
命定于
not
此。
on her own.
肃静化作
Yeah, okay, this is overkill.
欢唱，你我之歌。
Alright. Wow. Who would have thought this was overkill? Not me. Okay, we got... I think we just pick up a fodder here, or do we pick up or DPS? Fodder or DPS? I feel like we have to pick up more fodders. We are running out of fodders. But do I actually like pick a full fodder, or do I use Ayak as like a sub DPS and slash like fodder? I feel like, yeah, sure. Let's take. I don't know. Oh my god. Okay, mystery cache. We love mystery caches. Oh god. We're not picking the middle one. The right one doesn't seem great, unless okay. Wait. Can we restore 0 vigor? Because if it's only to like 1 vigor thing, right? Like we could gamble on getting a Nebula or a Farina back, but like if it includes 0 vigor, then it's kind of cooked, no? I feel like left, right? Probably. Is it worth it just to go right? Yeah, but like if it's like 0 vigor and then we get 1 Kachina. Okay, well it's gonna be your fault if we get +1 Kachina. What did I fucking say? What did I say? Okay. If we get Kachina again, I swear to god. I swear to god if we get Kachina again. There's 5 options. This is also tempting. It's just what kind of gamble we're gonna do. Right? Oh yeah, companion. Oh, just companion message. Okay, we're stashing this. This is good. Yeah, this is good. Okay, we're yeah. Good call. Just reaction buffs. I feel like refreshing. Thoughts on refreshing? Because I really like to get more characters. Okay, well. Well then I guess. Okay, which characters do we have? We can use What reactions do we even buff here? I guess we can buff. Do we need to buff Hydrocrystallize? I guess it will be useful for like Navia or like Cryocrystallizes. Do the samurais? Okay, I can also just send it right now, I suppose. Yeah, who are we gonna send it with? Yeah, I feel like we save. Like Ganyu, Diona, Kachina, +1. problem with keeping them frozen is I have to use a hydro, and like, which means either one of this or one of this. But so what are we doing? I mean, the feels a little overkill to use Mona here, doesn't it? I feel like. The Navia is very, very much mine, but it's not like that well built, but probably well built enough to clear one. Yeah, let's try Singtail. Let's try Singtail. Probably easier to keep them frozen anyway. So let's just do this, that, do that. That's the wrong character, but it did knockback, so it doesn't matter. And let's do this. Just walk up to them. I just have to have the rain swords, really. Let's do this, and they spawn here anyway, so it's kind of convenient, actually.
双寒化生，呀，这项工作该划掉了。
Yeah, I saw that.
闲人勿扰，
冲地波，进退，咻，哇，它飞了下去。
Wow, gone you in the big 26. Okay, now they spawn behind me. Yep, they spawn behind me.
知识成景，
One,
形随水
the other,
双寒化生，
this.
我会跟上的。
Okay, my Ganyu has no ER. Noted. Also, these guys just suck at hitting the target. By the way, can I just mention that? These guys like they've tried to attack this thing several times, and only now that
会
they
跟
just
上
hit.
的，禁止接触。羽线难化，裁。
Okay, yeah, this is easy as hell. If I had more fodder here, I would have used them all here. These guys are going after me, right? Yeah, okay, you're going after me. Okay.
该行动古华生命。
Let's target you first.
攻守兼备。
下一项工作是
Alright, I think we're basically
风
good
雪的
here.
缩影。羽线难化，
Because I usually like to, if I'm leveling anyone, I like to build them.
双寒化生，
I don't like having characters that are just unbuilt,
反省吧，
but
中文
leveled. Like you either are level 50 and unbuilt, or you're level 90 and built, or you're alloy. There's one of three things that could happen. Build as unusable. Okay, now what do we do here? Yeah, but like I still like for Kashina actually built a decent amount of defense. I mean, the thing about Llama and Nilu is that requires a lot of Hydro units. But sure, I'll take that. Companion. More fodder? More fodder. I could pick up Shepma, but I don't feel like we're gonna struggle too much on the cryo things. So I feel like just fodder, right? Just pick alloy for the fodder. Because my Skirk and Scofier, once I get them going, will be fine. Yeah. I think my Navia can handle it, right? Like, Navia plus Freeze just handles it, I feel like. I mean, okay, you have to realize, right? Navia, of all the DPS that I have, Navia is on the lower end in terms of power level. Hello! Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I feel like having fodder is good at this point. We're not at the point where we give up on. Ooh, that left one is really tempting. I'm just saying. This left option is mighty tempting. Yeah. All right. Put you in the bag. Ooh. Do we grab Skirk right now, or do we like pref? Or like do we do more prepping? I feel like grabbing Skirk is probably just a good idea. Having more options is having more options, and we have just enough to grab a rare. So, okay. The middle one is just better than the right one. So let's just establish that, right? But left one, what does it do? Ooh, this could also be useful. Yeah, yeah. I say, yeah. Left is good. Yeah, I think left is better. All right, let's send it. This thing, right? Yeah, I could probably deal with it. Hopefully. One at a time, it's just... I think I saw this briefly on Zox's stream. It's like 5 Helitrolls, 3 Lower 1 Metatroll. Just gonna try to see if this does it. Okay, let me shield. Thank you. Okay, maybe I need the actual team. there might be a chance I need the actual team. There exists, and also this rotation is not it. Hold on. Let me just stress my rotation. Why am I pinning Mona second? Mona is not on. Mona is on Fab. Okay, not critting. That's great. Awesome. I love not critting. Okay, I think we need to resync the strategy. It's part of Kaihuo, and then she rambles on a bit more if you don't move. It's like 开火当然是用盐元素了。Okay, so let's think about this. So how can we adapt? How could we adapt? Okay, let's just... Yeah, the fun is still there. Let's think about the number of DPSs we still have, right? Because we have 2 use on Zibai, 2 use on Skirt, that's... and 1 use on Neverland. We have 5 uses of DPS in hand. We have 8 more acts to go. And Navia, I guess, counts for 2 if we can separate Navia from the rest. And which characters do we still not have yet that could be such DPSs? Well, I think we have all the really good DPSs, and then it's just Navia and Nilu and Mualani, I suppose. But like Mualani, you need to have Klee to make that work, and that's gonna be really jank. And I guess like Ayaka could also work, but like, all right, yeah, I'm willing to hear you out. Okay, never mind. Okay, I guess never mind. Yeah, the Kukusor demands at least Frina and probably Neverland. The Abyss Legends, if you can get the Nilu team up and running, that's probably where we'll be running that, because that team will have a lot of hydro. I think my Llama has a decent... Oh wait, my Llama's not on Deepwood. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, definitely don't want to be using Zabai here. Yep. Does the air contain oxygen? You tell me. See, that sounds great in theory, but you're saying to use Skirk here? Maybe we can try. Maybe give that a try. No, I'm not running Skirk Navi. No. If I still want Skirks to be doing damage, I do have to follow Skirk's team building restrictions. Because Skirk will literally lose like 30% of her damage if you just swap out for a Geo. Hey, W grouping? Then we can probably have Ayaka clear a stage with Scorpio and Shanghai and everything. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you just swap out any of these for Navia, you just get a massive DPS loss, because that's just how Skirk works. Skirk without Skillfee is actually still alright, like it's way good enough for Imaginarium in most cases. But once you swap out like any of the freeze team restrictions, you are actually cooked. Also, it's Shalona here, right? Surely, this is going to make my Navi actually playable. Copium. Yeah, I think Shalona. There's just no other two ways about it. And we got a spy team. Yeah, which is why when I saw that, I'm like, ooh, that's rough. We don't need any of these two, so we can just ignore that. grab ourselves a companion random. Okay, since we do plan on using Ayaka at some point, let's just pick up the Ayaka, right? Put the Ayaka in the bag.
烦请赐教。
Like, not like we can do much. Let's just run it here, right? Like, Zubai plus, like, honestly, do we even need to use, I guess Columbina is our best Hydro here. And then we just chuck in 2 randoms, and this thing works. Who do you even chuck in as randoms? I know it's not actually on the list. I really should have leveled her, but I didn't have the time or resources to. But yeah, we can tag along Navi, I suppose, but that just really relies on everything else really working. Also, that frees up Barcelona to use, so sure, we take that. Let's read the tutorial. Layer shields or layer wars. Certain creatures can form defensive structures around themselves through special means. This results in the creation of overlapping shields and wars that resemble sedimentary shale. Unless the current layer is completely shattered, no damage can be dealt to the next layer shield or ward. A unique Radiant Moon Gecko. A Radiant I think I already read this. Okay, cool. But yeah. Okay, Alloy's useless here, but Navi actually does help break the things. Okay, how does Zubai work? Oh. More precisely, how does this constantly Zubai work? No, I didn't even get to do a full rotation. Okay, well, sure, that's fine. I'll take that. Nilu, right? Has to be Nilu. That way our Llama can finally be useful, but then we just have to pick up some Hydros along the way. So let's pick up the Hydro. This is the opportunity to do that. Kokomi, right? I feel like Kokomi has to be the play for our Nilu team. Yeah, Escoffier would be really good, but like we are dealing with like immediate things, right? We need Nilu plus 2 more Hydro. And I don't want to use Columbina, I don't even want to use Nevela, I don't want to use Farina, and that leaves only Xingqiu, and we need at least 1 more Hydro. So we'll just pick up Escoffier later. The later being right now. Never punished. What can I say? Never punished. Alright, so do we just try to go in this now? I guess we just try to go in this, right? Yeah, send it, and I guess we'll be slowly running out of Hydros, which is not great, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, because we are slowly running out of Hydros. Worst case scenario, right? We just don't use this team again and use Nilu and Kokomi. Yeah, Llama works for this team. Yes. Yep. Llama works in a Nilu team, and Llama works better in a Nilu team without Ascendant Gleam, because if you have Ascendant Gleam, you actually lose the buffs you get to regular Bloom. Right? If you're Ascendant Gleam, you only get the buffs to Lunar Bloom, and that's useless. So yeah. You actually don't want Ascendant Gleam here. Yeah. Oops. I think I know it. These guys? Okay, probably should have grouped them better. How many hydros do I have? We can check on that in a bit. But like I said, worst case scenario, we split up this team, and then we have 2 hydros in the form of Kokomi and then you. And both are pretty decent in their own right. Applying. Okay, yeah, this is more than good.
我们走吧。不华生命，踩。
I have Yella at bare minimum.
帮帮忙。
I think we pick up Salali here, because I feel like the strat is probably to save a. Yeah, Salali would be good against the thing at the end. Primojo Bishop. I'm just gonna take that. I think Salali is gonna be useful later. Next boss is Kugusaur, yes, and we just go Neuvillette, Farina, +2. Like, we could literally go Charlotte and Navia, and that works. But yeah, I feel like picking up Yelan would be really good here, right? Just snatch a Yelan in the bag. I mean, who else could we even guess? Yeah, Yelan is definitely the play, right? There's no way Yelan isn't the play.
走吧，去打听点新消息。
Okay, so let's just okay. We have 5 acts left in front of us, right? 8, 9, 10, Arcanum 1, 2. So let's game it out. 9 is the Fatui boss, right? Which should be pretty free. Yeah. So we're not going to Lunar Show, not going anywhere, not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. We will be doing the Fatui bots, which Ayaka can clear, right? Surely Ayaka with Scofier can just clear that. Yeah, one that flies to the sky. Does that fly out of Ayaka ult? Ayaka ult is big enough to hit, right? Ayaka ult has pretty good vertical range, if I remember correctly. No, I think even if it floats up, it's fine, I think. But anyway, so that's one. I feel like the Arcanum stage is just one Zibai, one Skirk. One Neuvillette here. What's my team for 10? Because we have yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me raise concern number 1 about Nilu Bloom. No shields. I don't have Dali built, so there's just no shields. I don't have any Dendro shielders, no shields. We could try to Mulaney, but that feels really cringe. So, I propose another hypothesis, right? We grab Shenhe somewhere along the way, and we try to see if we can clear the Granny with the Ayaka team. And then let me try to cook here. So then we have Skirk to be used somewhere, and we Nilu Bloom the bots, because that definitely all hits. No matter how high it flies, I just think everything hits there. Which means we will have to probably pick up Mulaney for that to work. And then, right of the characters, we just Skirk the last, Skirk down the thing. That feels a lot more doable. So I feel like right now, should we just try to send Ayaka against the thing? No, we should wait for Shenhe. So let's just clear this because we're using Novella here, right? So like that's for sure. That's locked down. We're not changing that. So yeah, we just send this here and then see how it goes, right? And then if we see Shenhe, we get that. If we see Mulani, we get that, right? That's, I think, is just a plan here. But yeah, here I think what we do here is very set in stone. It's Novella Farina, and it's not particularly like unless we try some really funny shenanigans to see if Navia Farina is enough to clear this, and we Novella clear the next one. But like, I feel like that's unnecessary. I mean, we could try it. We could give that a try. We could. Let me think about this. Let me stew. Yes, but you have to realize my Farina is C3, and that changes things. Let me do some mental calculations. Okay, I think actually no, never mind. I think either way you bring all four because that's the only way the teams can work out. Because then you can, these three are eliminated. You have to bring these four. No, not these four. You bring these plus Mulani. That's these three characters used. And then the way it breaks is that you just, there's no Novella team that really works, I guess, unless we, because like we have these three. You have to pick one other character, and no matter what you do, you're picking a character that you will be using otherwise. Because Solali could definitely be used as a fodder in one of those other things. So I think this is just a really like our only viable team. So yeah, let's just send it, I suppose. Right? Like, it'd be really nice if we could try like Novella Bloom, but like, let's just run this. Let's just run this. It's as good as we're gonna get it, I feel like. Let's see if Navia ult hits. Let's see. Navia the goat does not hit. Unfortunate. Come on, get down here. Down here, you coward. There you go. Use this as burst DPS. There you go. Refresh for the burst. And this. 5 base rotations. It's fine. No less self-healing at Farina C2 just charges the fanfare enough to the point where Shilling all is really just like animation time that you don't need to spend. We draw. Yeah, we take Shenhe. Alright, let's take a look through Mystery Cache Rare, I feel like. So, because we don't really need that many more characters, right? Like, we don't really need, like, we like Mulani. But, like, that's about it, right? So, but, like, I feel like Mystery Cache Rare, it's also fine. We just, and also we don't even have the, but yeah, like I don't know. I feel like we just run the Mystery Cache. Yeah, I'm not going in it right now, so we're gonna refresh anyways. So let's just grab the Mystery Cache. It doesn't hurt. I feel like left is alright, right is also pretty good. I feel like right is just better because we want to gamble. Okay, well, unfortunately the game doesn't think so, and it is what it is. Let's just see. Okay, Mualani, okay. We just test this, right? We just test it out. We test out the hypothesis. We just send it, and then if this works, everything else follows. Or we test Ayaka on this to see if this is doable. But I feel like this works. I feel like we just do this. But like, I feel like we're already pretty locked in, right? I don't have sucrose yet. But like, there's no team for me to use sucrose. Ours, Zibai can maybe use sucrose, but that's it. Oh yeah, I suppose you're right. I suppose you're right, but the thing is, unless I get a sucrose every rotation, which my sucrose does not have enough ER for that, they only get 1 vape per chomp, but I guess that's already a lot. But let's just we can. Here's the thing: we still have all our rewinds. We can just send it, and if it really doesn't work, we rewind. Right? Like that's the worst case scenario. But yeah, this should be fine. Just do this, and this. Just for fun, do this. Oh, yeah, seems to work just fine. Alright, there's one, and there's this one. Yeah, it seems fine. I frame a little bit. Seems like this guy's burning a lot, so maybe I should need to apply like a hydrant. Oh, my Nilu thing ran out. Whoops. Okay. You know what? That's actually a good idea. Burn Vape Mualani. That's actually a good idea. Hold up. Let him cook. Okay, you're not burning yet. Okay. When this guy isn't burning, we just do our usual bloom stuff. But when this guy is burning, we burn it. I feel like the other guy burns better. Yeah, you're burning, right? So let's just... Yeah, okay. I can live with this. Okay, that's an average Mualani gameplay. Average Mualani gameplay, okay, I gotta just say. Yeah, I think this guy flows, so this guy doesn't get burned. So well, you're burning now. Oh, you stop burning. Okay. I also just suck at playing Nilu. definitely doable. It's just a matter of figuring it out.
越霜越如故，带去我的祝福。
哼，然，这支舞献给你。
休养生息，
哼，然，
愿明月如初。
Alright, there we go.
帮帮忙。
I tapped instead of pulled.
为众星之所向。不义之举。
Okay, what the hell is happening?
全力以赴。哼，嘿，
Okay, I think I just suck at playing this team.
凌风之色。
飞蓝莎莎，甩尾。
Yeah, just like a. Oh, never mind. That worked. Hey, if it worked, it worked. But yeah, okay. We move on. We move on. We do not talk about what happened. We just take the sucrose, right? It doesn't matter. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. We don't really want anyone here, so let's just pick freeze. I mean, yeah, we should do a kind of, but let's just pick freeze just so that, to increase our chance of being able to clear the thing with Ayaka. Yeah. That seems good. That seems better. I think right side looks better. Yeah. I mean, I'm really tempted by that mystery cache. I'm just saying, I'm really tempted by that mystery cache. I shouldn't really go for that last frozen, but I'm really tempted. Like, I could just go in there, clear that with Zibai, and then see if I can. Yeah. I mean, okay. Whatever one I use Zibai on is gonna be like, it's not gonna be an issue at all. Or like, let me think about this. Or like, you can even do alternative cook, right? Yeah, like, if Skirk can somehow clear the Arcana 1, we could just send Zibai in here as well. So, let's just send the freeze. Let's send the freeze. Let's send the freeze and see where we go. See where we go, right? Like the best case scenario would be, what the hell is this? Oh, we have another one. I thought that was level 4. Okay. Let's try to send Ayaka here first, right? That's the plan. Because these are Arcana charms. We can back out anytime, right? Let me just make sure. Yeah, of course you can do 2 before 1. They exist in parallel. What? You didn't know this? Maybe you can back out of this anytime, right? Like, you can back out of this freely? But I'm pretty sure you can back out, like, for the Arcana ones, you can back out of this freely, right? Because I'm pretty sure that's what I learned last month, and I didn't know that before. Yeah, okay. I'm just doubly making sure because I want to cook a run because of that. Alright, let's try. I haven't played Ayaka in ages. Let's hope that hasn't caught up to me. Okay, how does this work? I probably should have tapped. Actually, let me just correct that. Is my Yelan on a fab? Yeah, my Yelan's on a fab. Oh.
气化神，天真赤奏。
I'm like, where's my fab proc?
交织。
I pulled a Ziox. I think I might need to.
别后悔。一生冰身。
餐前甜点，行礼味迸发。
You can't change your build inside of Imaginarium, right? That's not a thing that exists. Okay, well, this is a bit of a problem. Let's just keep retrying this a few times. Who knows? Maybe the problem will just simply resolve itself.
魂出，一律奉行。
低温处理，拿下了。雪纷飞，
听令。
捉等，
眼顺如恒。
是我惨了。
如血焰般振翅。哈，起舞吧！呀，哈呀，cha，呀，哈。
天真赤奏。
Yeah, I'm too used to running skill. I need to remember that I'm supposed to be having skill on Shen. Okay, that's unfortunate.
冷冻时间，真品呈现。
Replacing Shenhe with Solali in an Ayaka team? That's madness. Replacing Shenhe in an Ayaka team is like replacing freaking that is whole skill. I cooked. This is why I don't talk about doing this, but just know that you really don't want to replace Shenhe on an Ayaka team. Yeah, no Ayaka skin. No, I only have some of the skins. I think it was for my birthday. Last year I got some of the skins, but I set a budget for myself, so I only got some of the skins. Okay. Do we reckon that... Hold on. Do I reckon that the Premature Bishop might be beatable with a mono cryo team? With Ayaka? Because I would just replace Yelan with Solali. And Escoffier's res threat does not depend on freeze. No, it's not. It's not. You still have a mono cryo, 4 cryo characters, and you get 55 rest ready. It's not any single bit less. Hello. Welcome to chat. Do we have to gamble on this? I think we do. Yeah, but I really don't want to reset. Rewind, yeah, I guess. Okay, sure. Let's just send it. Let's just send it. Let's just send it. Freaking put it in the bag.
电气化神，天真赤奏。
低温处理，捉等，工程升，
沉鱼渊海，进入。
Yeah, this Granny is tanky.
收，魂出，一生冰 冰变身，形与味迸发。
Oh, did I not stop her from grabbing the thing? Whoops.
归于我。前，
餐前甜点。
更迭万象。
All right. Yeah, that I need a skirt for that. Okay. Noted. You absolutely do need skirt for that. I'll just take Jolie. Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't even matter what reaction you choose them because we're running Mono Cryo at the end. If anything, I should be picking Hydro Crystallize for this thing. Right? Because, yeah, Hydro Crystallize is probably the thing I'll be picking. I mean, it's not like we need it. But like, oh, whoops, I grabbed the wrong thing. It literally doesn't matter. It does not matter. It literally does not matter. It does not matter I grabbed the wrong thing. Alright, well, let's go, Nope, Bina's here. Just put the Solali in the bag.
交辉之客，
Alright.
来吧，履行盟约吧，行，无需分说。
Oh, I screwed up the rotation because I panicked when I saw the bar was full because I'm not used to high constellated Zubai, but it's fine because it doesn't matter. Also, I'm pretty sure Solali is screwing my reactions, but again, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't freaking matter. It just doesn't matter. I don't even need Columbina to be doing anything. I could just like charge up the bar by just raw normals and I'll be fine. Oh my god. Now that was satisfying. Let's just grab the Klee in case we do anything with Molani. Right? Doesn't hurt. None of these three will help with Molani. Just refresh your mystery catches and send it, right? Alright, no mystery catches. Alright, we send it. Okay, if Ayaka doesn't work, we switch to Molani. Well, who knows? A mystery catch might always bring back someone just like they brought back Kachina. Who knows? If Skirk is brought back, everything is 100% cleared. So, right, let's grab. Just keep that up.
冷冻时间，
履行盟约吧，星盟们。阴吹雪，听令。哦，嘿，
I mean, I would just be primarily depending on the shield reflection damage. I feel like. And I guess some fab would be nice.
滚出！寒冰变身，出来干活。
Oh, that's not enough. Yeah, we might have to try the Molani strat. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to Molani it. Yeah, this is a Molani angle. My Molani is not that well built, but we'll see. It should be better than whatever the frick this is. I do not for a second believe my Klee is good enough for DPS alone to do that. So, what would this be? This?
拒收并。
启程，让来喽！
Okay. I was trying to see if I can like have like the bombs like explode as my Mualani is doing the rotation, but like all the bombs just exploded, and that's rather unfortunate.
需要借你我的冲浪板吗？
臂力千仞。
This.
弹起来吧，
就是。
Pretty sure, yeah, I didn't hit that third stack. Okay, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. I think my Zhongli's on the full shield build right now. I'm pretty sure I rebuilt him from like that Stygian like ages ago. Yeah, but I think the damage that's reflected is scaled on the shield strength, in which case you definitely want to have Zhongli.
啦啦啦！超扩散，加速喽！
Oh, hitboxing is so weird. Yeah, you don't think you can really get it to it.
固若金藤。
棒棒炸弹，
确认安全距离。
Come on, run to this bomb, please. I beg of you. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't think this is doable.
弹起来吧！
6308射锋单元，
启程，
Okay.
拒收并蓄。
Whoops, I just swore nothing. So, if we rewind, the strat would be to try to use Ayaka to clear the Fatui bots if that's possible. And then try to, that way we can have Laoma here for Burn Vape Mualani. And even then I'm not sure whether this would be have enough DPS, but that'd be better. Okay, let's just take a look. In the rotations where we do Vape, like, how much damage are we doing? Because if you do Burn Vape, you also have to go either do away with the
吸附力测试。
we either have to do away with Zhongli or we have to do away with Sucrose, and neither of which is particularly great. Okay, I forgot to Sucrose all. Ooh, I really don't like this. Yeah, I really don't like the fact that I had to use Skirk earlier. That, I think, screwed everything up.
拒收并蓄。
6308，
棒棒
不向之风，
甩尾，绕来喽！
Oh, and Broski's gone outside this.
飞来闪闪，
I mean, no, that's not doable. I don't think that's doable. Because then you have to either do away with the 20 red strike from Zhongli or the 3 bajillion EM buff from Sucrose. To brute force the grinding without freeze? Yeah, but the amount of DPS I need means only Zibai can do that, and if I don't use Zibai for and that cooks that cooks the that kind of cooks the other Archon stage, right? Because Skirk is the second highest DPS in this entire setup, and the first is Zibai, and it's not close. My Mualani will not be able to clear the Consecrated Beast. It's just not doable. it's just the fact that Skirk was used in the middle that kind of screwed everything up. In hindsight, because if we have one more Skirk use here, this will be free. Right? This is free with Skirk. Yeah, but then that requires a reset, or we really have to get lucky on the mystery cache. Consecrated Beast and the Moon Gecko, because we already got pretty damn lucky this entire run, I would say. Like in the aggregate, we got pretty lucky. This is a good. This was considered a good run. Yeah, not like from the start, but like the thing is, then we have to, like, we don't have to use this on Skirk, right? We use Skirk all the way back in like 5, whatever it was to clear the Minotaurs. That's what I meant by, yeah. So you have to get really lucky with some mystery caches, or figure out something that works. And yeah, I feel like Stork can definitely clear this with Salami. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be particularly close. Let me just think about this thing through. No, if you rewind again, I think you just... First of all, even if we do that, it wouldn't work because it would bring me back... Even if that did work like that, it would give me back to Act 7. And we used Skirk back in Act 5. And also, we used Skirk because we didn't really find another way around it. The problem with Mona on TDDS is that there's just no way in the world I'm gonna be able to get Mona on have on enough ER. And Llama Deepwood isn't the problem here. Llama Deepwood, like, we cleared. We still cleared. Llama Deepwood was not the problem. Like, Llama did everything, like all the places we used Llama, sure. Yelan Fab would be helpful, but I don't think it's a deciding factor to whether this thing clears or not. I think Ayaka is just a little too far off. Like, what would get it to clear if I replace Yelan with Furina, which is not happening because Furina are tied down in the 2 stages I want Hydra. That's insanity. You have to manually hold Novelette's charge attack up and then aim up at it as it's moving around. And if it goes above your head, you just can't hit it with Novelette. Like, Novelette against a Gusor is very finicky. Like, you can still do it, it's just gonna take significantly longer, and my Novelette does significantly less damage without Furina. Aim shot was Yelan, yeah, but first of all, that still doesn't solve the issue of damage. My Nebula just does not do enough damage for Furina. And also, it's still gonna be slow as hell, and that requires my aim, and my aim is not great. I wouldn't trust on that. Yeah, I could just clear it and then try to figure out what to do after. Yeah. Or since the run is already here, we could just rewind a couple times, and then I could always just run this back another time. Because we can clear this definitely with things we have. It's just whether we can get the star here or not. So I feel like let's just rewind and see if we can cook up anything. Just rewind. So like, there's no harm to rewinding. It's just gonna take more time. Okay, so what are the cast of character we have, and who do we want? Okay, it's just a Melania. Sure. I think we just have to go mystery cache hunting.
Oh,
rip. Okay, yeah, we have to take the mystery cache because. Okay. Problem is, most of our good characters actually still in our current cast. So. Okay, C2 and Mona, that's not bad. That's not horrible. But I don't see how this could be, like, game-changing. But... yeah, I don't think it's game-changing, but it definitely helps, I suppose. Okay, so... I don't think there's any way around using Zibai here, right? Just to, like, put the nail in the coffin, let's try running Skirk here and see what happens. Like, even best case, Skirk is the best case scenario we're gonna have. Alright? Skirk is the best case scenario we're gonna have. And... okay. The problem isn't the worst team I can make. The problem is that Zibai is the only one on that, whatever team I make, Zibai is the only one that matters. I already don't need these characters for any other teams. Like, watch. I'm. You know what? Let's try something. I'm not gonna switch off of Zibai. I'm just gonna stay on Zibai. All right. Okay, maybe I do need a little bit of Hydra, but that's really it. But like, look, I am just brute forcing this. Was just Zibai. Like, I need a healer, I need a Hydra, but like, yeah, I can kill these things with just Zibai. Like, the issue is not what I can spare from Zibai, it's that, it's never been this. It's just that they don't really, none of the other characters really need Okay. The problem is the answer of what is the worst team I can make that can clear this is a Zibai team. I do not believe any other team can do this. And I'm about to demonstrate.
餐前甜点，捉到，丝线，交，钱，天真制造，全心寂灭。
Oh, it's going alright. Well, this might be able to do it. Actually, yeah, this might be able to do it, but like, if Skirk's able to do it, I don't think it makes a difference because then you have to use Zibai on the other kind of stage anyway.
脸顺如痕，魂出，一律奉行。天散，归于我。
Right, because it doesn't matter if we save Skirk, because Skirk is still one of 2 characters we still have to save, along with yeah, and also there's a bit of survivability issue there, but like, yeah, this clears, but like, yeah, no Zibai, no Skirk. I don't believe there's a team that could work here. You would need maybe Mualani, but like, my Mualani is not on Witsis, so that variance isn't there, and you just have to, and like, I just don't see how Mualani can pull off this, because, okay, let me just double check. How much time do you lose when you kill an enemy?
Yeah.
30 seconds. Alright, so you start with 6 minutes. You have to kill well, 10 enemies, but the last one, the time doesn't actually get subtracted because you clear it, right? If you kill that. So it subtracts 4.5. So, right, because you could kill the last enemy in the last 30 seconds, it doesn't matter. So, 4.5 minutes, you have to kill 10 in 1.5 minutes, aka you have to, on average, including your downtime, kill 1 every 9 seconds. I just do not see how any other team can do this. Right, Zibai can clear like on average like 1 every like 3 seconds, and it's whatever. Skirk can clear barely about that, and you're not gonna get any other team with these 3 elements that's going to be clear faster. It's just not gonna be happening. Like maybe with Farina, you can get Ayaka to break that, but like that's, you have to put in the clunkiness of Ayaka ult on top of whatever the spawning pattern of these guys are. And at that point, it's better for you to just be using Ayaka over in the granny stage to save Skirk more directly that way, instead of trying to get Zibai out of here. So I don't know. This feels, that's the issue, right? Zibai has to go. Like either Zibai or Skirk have to go in here, and could I do better against a granny with Mona instead of Yan? Let's try that. Wait, Mona's in the character pool. I still have to get to the Mona, and that requires me to commit Zibai to the thing and gamble for Mona. So do I just send it, or like what do I do? I guess I could just do the Fatui robots, but like I feel like at this point we have worked out very clearly that Zibai logically has to go against the beast, because the only one that can replace Zibai is Skirk, and that just means Zibai has to go against a granny for now. And if you can save anyone from there, you can just like just case in point, put the Zibai in the bag. and see if we can reroll something useful out of there. Yeah, if Ayaka was Monacan cleared, then I have Skirk. And that's just it, I believe. Fatui Robot can just be... we could just do the same thing. With the Fatui Robot. And also we have Sucrose this time, so if we grab Molani, we can just go with your idea that you came up with as well. So this +1, so this +1 can just be Isolali. We're not going to be using Solali. Actually, yeah, we're not going to be using Solali twice. Right? Yeah, we shouldn't be using Solali twice. There's no need for that. So we just grab that. So yeah, this is the exact same team we ran last time, so I'll just run it again. This. Nice shield going. Man, this device is so broken. I mean, again, we could always just like, we can always just come back here after we get Linnea. That's all. That's always a possibility. But like, if things really go south. Oh, there we go. We got Mona. Okay, cool. So then, do we have freeze? Okay, we grab the freeze buffs. Okay, is the right better than left? Here's the question. Is right better than left? Because if Ayaka doesn't do enough damage, left might be better than right. I'm just saying. How much should we believe that Ayaka? Because this damage is also probably non-trivial, so... I don't know. I feel like let's just still go on right, because if we're doing Mona, we are investing more into Ayaka's damage if we're using Mona. So let's just do that. Yeah. Let's just grab this as well. Alright. Let's try this. What would the exact order be? I don't think it matters that much. This. Bam.
水珠幻月，命定于此。拿下。哈，听令。起舞吧。啃。
Still don't think this is enough DPS.
天真赤奏，
命运倒映水中，天命。
And also my Ayaka just doesn't have enough ER, which is great to know. Really. Which is impressive considering there's 2 fast in the team. I don't think Sure, I guess we could try to go against the two. We're about to get one more freeze buff, I guess. Just one more freeze buff. Just one more freeze buff in Hellscopium. Okay. So let's just do 1, 2, 3. What did I use for fourth? I'm missing someone. I don't have Molani. Fuck. Okay, I don't. Okay, I can use Mona here, right? Because I don't think. I don't think I need. Or I can just use Yelan here. I say Mona would be better for Skirk. Because also in this team, I don't care about ER, so the fact that Yelan's not on FAV doesn't matter.
去吧，来了呀！呀，别担心，
中场收工，
愈霜愈如故。哼，呀，哼，如月辉绽放。呀，
Oh yeah, this is better. This Yelan.
呀，全力以赴！哼，
眼树如何呢？
愿明灭如初。呀，
Okay.
林峰，请别这样。
Boy. Okay, sure, let's pick up the Molani, because why the hell not? And let's get the freeze down. Okay, left. That's not even close, right? Not even close. Okay. Now let's hope that 50% is multiplicative and not just a damage bonus. Because if it's multiplicative, then it might be huge. Come on, I did. Please work. Please speed, I need this.
一律奉行，
低温处理，水中幻月，命定于此。神力流，双灭，
魂出，
I mean, seems to be more good.
行雨味迸发。呀，冷冻时间。
Okay, I think it's fine. I don't think the TDDS cooldown is active. So let's just set the rotation back.
天命既定，雪纷飞。
Also, I just don't have energy on Ayaka. It is so infuriating. Uh oh. Let me switch characters, damn it.
前，天真赤奏，
你
Do I have to start funneling back into Ayaka? That's gonna be annoying if I have to do that.
起舞吧。
Come on, give me another. I all ended. Is this doable? Is this doable? Is this doable? It's a question of the day. Yes, I meant to switch, Because if this is doable, then all else follows. And by all else, I mean there's only one stage left. Let me get the opening right at least.
前，寒冰变身，
低温处理，天命既定。神力流，双灭，雪纷飞。
这可是我攒了半辈子的家当。
一
世界，命运再次显现，拿下了呀！起舞吧，嘿，听令。
Okay. Not great. Let me
餐前甜点，
all the energy back.
雪纷飞，寒冰变身，
珍品呈现，
命运倒映水中，命神力流，双灭，起舞吧，看，滚出，嘿，
Okay. This is close if I actually manage my energy
虚
correctly.
影，命运再次显现，雪纷飞，
Where the hell did she go? Yeah, that's a. I get what you mean, and that's just because Mona doesn't have good off-field. But this is doable if I just actually like if things go right, this is doable. I do believe.
一律奉行，水中幻月，天命既定，拿下了，失礼了，驾，呀，滚出，哈嘿，哼哼，命运的虚影，起舞吧，哼，寒冰变身，显，
餐前
命定于此，啊，阴吹雪。雪纷飞，呀！听令，驾，嘿，嘿，
Okay, just gotta dodge this.
呀，起舞吧，呀，滚出，嘿，一律奉行。
冷冻时间，哈，
Particles.
离我远点。
Okay. Great. I love not doing anything.
再次显现，拿下了。听令，
Ah, so goddamn
命运
close.
餐前甜点，
Yep, Fate really didn't need to give me C6 Mona today. Although I'm not sure how much C6 Mona actually does help. We could check that. Pretty sure C6 Mona is mostly DPS. Yeah, it's mostly her own personal damage, which we are not doing DPS Mona today. That's not. Why am I facing backwards? That's not the goal of today. But okay, we just keep retrying this until we beat it. I guess, yeah, we could try that, I suppose. But the thing is, everything else has a duration, so... Will Mona have enough energy if I do Shenhe, Escoffier to Shenhe into Mona instead of this? Because then Shenhe's cooldown will, like, duration will be better, but Escoffier's fab won't be feeding Mona anymore, so hopefully this will still work.
低温处理，滚出，天真赤奏，哼哼，嘿，命运的虚影，命定于此，阴吹雪，失礼了，
Oh, and now just get used to switching that way.
显，嘿，吼，
餐前甜点，
驾，起舞吧，好，听令，寒冰变身，水中幻月，
Okay, and where did Mona go?
再次显现，雪纷飞呀，神力流，双灭，怎么会？
Okay, nah, this feels... No, you can't do that because Mona's buff lasts for like 5 seconds, and if I do that, I might as well just not have Mona ulted. You have to go Mona into Ayaka. I think this way just makes rotation flow better.
滚出，天真赤奏，低温处理，命运倒映水中，命定，阴吹雪，驾，起舞吧，呀，听令，吼，滚出，
冷冻时间，
失礼了，一律奉行，天命既定，拿下了，
fit in the Shenhe skill. That's annoying. Okay, dodge this.
无力的家伙。
Okay, I'm bad at dodging this apparently.
雪分，参前田，滚出，天真赤奏，命运的虚影，命定于此，神力流，双灭，显，嘿呀呀，
Put down line up. I think we just keep slamming our head against this until it works. That's just a strat. And then hopefully Skur can just cruise through the thingamajig. Yup. It is the worst.
显，一律奉行。冷冻时间，命运倒映水中，命运拿下了，失礼了。听令，显，哈，
What?
起舞吧！寒冰变神，魂出，如血焰般振翅。哼，命运的虚影，天命记。失礼了，神力流，双灭。嘿嘿。
Oh my god. Yeah. Just keep going.
听令，一律奉行。低温处理，命定于此。阴吹雪，哼，狠，呀，魂出，哈，嘿，狠，哼，雪纷飞，呀，显，寒冰变神。
Definitely not gonna have enough energy for this. Just get in here.
命运在此显现，神力流，双灭，看，魂出。
Okay, just stop getting staggered. God damn it.
怎么会？
Okay, how many hits do you have, old lady?
失礼了，嘿，听令，天真赤奏，冷冻时间，水中幻怨，命定于此，拿下了，雪纷飞，呀，显，
If I do more Monodor, the thing is you have to keep her frozen throughout the entire phase until the things disappear. And if I arm field Mona for 15 seconds, that surely cannot be good for DPS. Like right now, what I'm trying to do is I leave the Mona skill and the Ayaka burst. No, you don't understand. You have to, how Ayaka rotations work is that mid Ayaka burst, because Ayaka burst hits so many times, you run out of Shenhe quills. So you have to switch back to Shenhe and re-quill. And that's how you get all Shenhe's quills out. So you during Ayaka burst, you have to go back to Shenhe to do that, to do more damage. And Ayaka burst is your like DPS window, and if you lose the damage on the DPS window, you're never gonna get it back. Just give up on those and just send it.
命定于此。嘿哈嘿，拿下了。哼，起舞吧。滚出。嘿。 听令，天真赤奏。失礼了，天命既定，命运的神力流，双灭，哈呀，哈，魂出，雪纷飞。
Yeah, but the thing is, running around is actually not delaying my rotation by that much, because that's the time I will be spending trying to get the energy back on Ayaka anyways. And the time I spent running around will be probably about the same as the time I will spend having to normal on Mama. Like, it's... Like, I can try doing that, but like, you can just see that I probably would just straight up do less damage. And also, just, yeah, like I just don't think it's gonna work.
一律奉行。冷冻时间，命运倒映水中，命阴吹雪。
And also, this is just Aika will not have energy after this.
水中幻月，呀，嘿呀，啊，嘿，低温处理，啊啊，呀，啊呀，啊呀，嘿，天真赤奏，魂出。
Oh, and it's still not working because the application is inconsistent. I just don't think this team has enough consistent app to to do what you're trying to do.
一律奉行。餐前甜点，命运的虚影，命运，神力流，双灭，失礼了，贤。看，看呀呀，听令。冷冻时间，起舞吧！寒冰变身，真品呈现。命运倒映水中，天，嘿，失礼了，嘿，看，拿下了，呀哈，看，魂出，听令。哦，不死，露馅，低温处理。水中幻月，命运。
Oh, that's discrimination right there. If only I have Farina here. If I just have Farina here, this could be all over, like so quickly. Ah.
一律奉行。餐前甜点，命运倒映水中，命定阴吹雪。贤，听令。行礼位奋发。看，起舞吧。贤，寒冰变身，低温处理。天命既定。
Oh, I'm just lacking energy. Okay, good to know.
魂出，天真赤奏，冷冻时间，命定于此。嘿，失礼了，拿下了。嘿，嘿，很，贤，呀呀，哈，我惨了。 寒冰变身，听令。天命既定，阴吹雪。嘿，贤，呀呀，看，低温处理。起舞吧，呀呀，吼。
Energy, great.
听令，
Awesome. Someone made a really cute Photoshop in the teapot. Oh, it's really Astra. They're probably less impressive. Okay, getting Miliastra stuff to work still takes a bunch of effort, but from what I see in Miliastra's development, it's still pretty hard to do.
显一律奉行。
餐前甜，
水中幻月，命运拿下了。听令，
这可是我攒了半辈子的家当。
低温处理，
嘿，失礼了。天真赤奏，哦，命运倒映水中天。 阴吹雪，哈！
你头的，
餐前甜点，
哼，你离我远点！无礼的家伙！呀！魂出，一律奉行。
Where the hell did she go?
命运再次现形，神力流，双灭，雪纷飞。 显
啊！ See, you know the interior exterior two builds, one of them Magnum Opus W.
天真赤奏
Just missing like the tiniest bit of damage.
面白振翅，
There's a way to just optimize this to do a little more damage.
拿下了，
这可是我攒了半辈子的家当。
听令，嘿，好，
Do I have to search up how to do eye rotation in the Big 26? I think I know like the basic concepts of it enough. How is my eye black damage?
神力流，双灭。
Okay. New idea. That's the wrong button. Mono doesn't really seem to increase Atticus damage by that much. This is so annoying. Yep, that sounds about right. Aika has to go here because the bishop just did not seem doable at all. Hold up, did I have any leftover flowers? Let me just check. No, not enough. Because I could, even if I get an unrelated buff, right? It still buffs the general stat of all characters. Because of the freaking brilliant Sigma Jig levels. Yeah, this thing. So, it is what it is. Do I mean, at this point, right, this is it. Do I just reroll for a mystery cache? Right? I mean, might as well, nothing to lose. Has to go right, right? I think right is better. Oh well, cooked. Got lucky once, not gonna get lucky again. Alright, well. Back to the mines! See, this is one of the few times where I wished my Mona was instead on Noblesse. Actually, no, my Shenhe was already on them. No, but no, this is the few times I wish my Shenhe was on Noblesse. How much DPS loss is okay? I mean, the best way to showcase is by just demonstrating.
低温处理，天命既定。阴吹雪，提5班。
As you may have noticed, this is nowhere close to the amount of DPS we were doing before. Shenhe is very important to the functioning of Aika team.
水中命运，失礼了。看，点数如何？
Oh yeah, there it goes.
雪纷飞，看，天命既定，低温处理，拿下，失礼了。
Probably would have been slightly better if I actually had ER on Yelan, but like.
分水交织，餐前甜点，水中幻愿，命运在神力流双灭。这可是我攒了半辈子的家当。看，看，看呀，吼呀，恰，命运的虚影。
I think we can more effectively freeze her. Nice, I suppose. Actually, hold up. Oh wait, I forgot. She takes damage if you make her fail the mechanic. Wait, hold on. This might be the strat then. Oh my god, not again, not again, not again, not again. My Yelan's not ready for this.
水中，失礼了。
What? Okay, so right, I forgot that she had that interaction. I thought if she didn't grab it, she just didn't grab it. I forgot she takes 3 trillion damage if she doesn't grab it. Okay, that's okay, the YouTube stream, YouTube VOD won't remember that. Won't see it, but remember how when I first logged in, I was telling you about how I logged off of Genshin because I was farming her for the treasure hoarder mats? I just completely forgot about that, even though I was farming her. Remember how when I first closed server and launched Genshin, I'm like, oh yeah, and it spawned right next to her. I'm like, oh yeah, I was farming treasure hoarder materials. Yeah, I apparently just didn't. Okay, well, let's just send it, right? I suppose there's nothing else really to do. I guess we just grab a buff and send it. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Yeah, okay. Should just be good. Do we just grab a Singtail just to be extra sure? Like to keep all the options open, or do we just grab a buff? Because I'm slightly worried about the Void Rift generation. I'll be 100% for royalty because we don't have a Yelan anymore. But actually, no, we'll be running Solali, right? So we can run Singtail. But it's just Singtail versus Mona. I don't know. I don't know what it was. It's probably just good to have it. Probably just, and like, Skirk is better than Ayaka by enough of a margin that it shouldn't like matter. It's probably good to have. Okay, so now we just go. Alright, so it all comes down to this. Okay, alright, well, let's send it. No pressure, no pressure. Let's try Mona and see how it goes. And then we try, if it doesn't work, we try Singtail. I mean, we just have to wait for it to wake up here. That's kind of nothing smarter. Okay, I think I did that too early. Yeah, Void Rift generation is definitely an issue here. Now let's run Singtail. This feels cooked. Let's run Singtail. Singtail just feels better, I feel like. And also I can do a setup here, so there's less time wasted. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, this is easy as hell. Yeah, grabbing Singtail was definitely the right choice there. Imagine if I ran in here with Mona. Well, you don't have to imagine, I just did. But like, you know what I'm saying. I can just burst. Absolute Cinema! There we go. Oh my god, how long did that take? YouTube says maybe around 2 hours? Seems like? Yeah. Somewhere around that. Yeah, WLon. It does freaking... Oh my god. Okay, well... The more you know. Alright, let me just... Yep, didn't have to screen. Also, yeah, W Mona. Yeah. I mean, on one hand, yes, but on the other hand, you're like, oh, just reset from stage 1. And I'm like, no, it doesn't hurt to rewind. It's a group contribution. It was a group contribution. We each had our own good ideas. Okay, generally though, in the general case, having Shenhe is a lot better than not having Shenhe in Ayaka teams, but it's just that specific interaction I just completely forgot about. Zibai 500k. That has to be like the second highest I've seen a character deal damage here. Highest being Moika, who hit like a 900k during her first rodeo here. Ah yes, good old Self Bloom. 43k. Little characters appearing. Yeah, wow, that's the team that cleared the fastest. Wow. Supporting cast. Good old Zibai. Yeah, I also never realized she died. But also that shows my skirt is literally good enough that like usually I kill her right as she starts doing the mechanic. Just get that screenshot of the cast list. There we go. Oh, that was rough. I felt like, yeah, that was. Did it take me a similar amount of time last time? I think it did. Both were about like 2 hours. I mean, fair enough. The Abyss version is very enforceable, and also you can just bring Overload in Abyss, and Overload is a lot easier to deal with. But also. Pyro Hydro for Mage. Yeah, that sounds a lot better, but especially just because there's Pyro and Hydro. If it has those two put together, it's usually easy. Honestly, just Pyro alone is usually enough to indicate that it's going to be an easy Imaginarium because there's just so many good Pyro units. And also, yeah, you have that, so yeah. Alright, let's try the Lunar Arcana, please. Oh, it's just the 2 cards earlier. Alright, well. Do I want the Abyss or do I want Celestia? I did know this and I forgot. Okay, it's like a constant cycle of me remembering that the ones I see are like that and forgetting it. Let's read the text regardless. The Devil. Was there ever a true age of darkness, where ignorance and shadow were mistaken for divine, and the devil was hailed as creator, where violence and suffering ran rampant, a dark age of savagery that burns through civilization? The devil was merely a mask, through which the power of darkness is revealed. The god who creates and maintains, the abyss that consumes and destroys, the infinite, boundless, perpetual age of enlightenment. Let me just check something real quick. Yeah, the last post Act 8 section, yeah, definitely took an hour at least. But yeah, I feel like this, especially when you take into consideration the hand, right? To me, this feels less stern and more Rheindater. Oh, but yeah, this is Rheindater, yeah. Which one of these do I like? Okay, which one of these do I like more? Yes, Durin is a creation of Rheindater. Yeah, I get that, but I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure this card refers to Rheindater. And then we have Death. There will come a day when she too will grow weary of singing with the angels on high, when she would prefer to embrace the rotting bones of the mortal world. In Teyvat, such a sentiment is not a faceless criticism, nor is it a hunger for earthly desires. It is merely one from the heavens, desiring to witness firsthand the creatures of the world. Their lives, their deaths, it is merely a comment on this and nothing more. Okay, well, between the two, first of all, just to begin with, I like Renova more than Rhindaughter. Let me just preface by saying that I am biased. And also the imagery of Renova hugging like a skeleton is like really cool. I don't know, it's really cool. And also, I just like the animations more. Like look at the eye that's blinking here. I don't know. And also bonus points for appearing in the Archon quest. So I don't know. I'm biased. So I'll just pick that. I mean, again, I usually prefer ones that represent countries, but I just haven't been lucky on that, and I've only been getting, yeah, I've only not been getting those for the past few months. But yeah, now we have, I mean, I have all those marked, right? So yeah, we have, you know, Fontaine and Natlan and Snezhnaya. We have those three, but we don't have the first four. Who's the High Priestess actually supposed to be then? Yeah, I don't know. It's funny, I'm usually not super into clearing endgame. I mean, fair enough. The cards are really cool. Because I saw this, because I saw this was Rhindaughter, and I feel like because a lot of the Hexen Circle members have their own thing. Cadis Sebas. Okay, yeah, yeah, right. So this is also Rhindaughter. So like, what does Rhindaughter just get two then? Freaking rigged all system. Because a lot of the mages have their own cards, right? So your Rhindaughter just have two. That's and the Traveler had to share one with their twin. Like, are we being for real? Like. Right, this is a Rhindaughter, then the other one's also, like, just sort of Rhindaughter, so then, like, that's two. I don't know. What does Anders' daughter get? Let me look through the list. Let's see, okay, so the Magician is Alice, right? If I remember correctly, the Magician's Alice. The High Priestess is Rhindaughter, the Empress is... Yeah, the Empress. The Empress is Anders' daughter. And you can see because it has all the Boar Princess and everything on it. Octavia? That's a good question. I think Octavia is just too absent for there to be one. If you want my take on it. Girls barely ever in Teyvat. It could be the star. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, the star is Octavia. Wait, is that right, Octavia, or is that... No, that's Barbaros. The star is Barbaros. No. The star is Barbaros. Nicole is... I have to really zoom in on all of these. Yeah, Barbaros... I think Octavia is just too absent. I don't know. I mean, Ivanovna is the lovers. That's pretty clear, I think. But yeah, a lot of the mages have their own thing made after them. Yeah. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune, the Isteros, Death, Temperance, Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, the Judgment. World. I don't know. Yeah, no clue. I guess Nicole just I guess there might be a requirement that people have to be able to speak to be in here. Who knows? Maybe Alice is just a troll. You never know. Anyways. that was painful. Okay, one of my friends just messaged upon me talking about how it took 2 hours for me to do this. Asked how did it take that long. Let me just check. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, you know, I actually done it. Okay, I guess Broski just has better suited characters for than this. All right. Well, anyways, give me my awards. True, but like, they didn't take. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Sanctifying Elixir. Awesome. Time to hoard all of them never to be used. 31. Nah, I'm probably gonna, like, whenever the Sarisa drops, I'm gonna spend all that on the Sarisa. Wolfie. Thespian Tricks. Now. When's tomorrow's stream? Probably at a similar hour to, when I... Yeah, for similar hours to today's stream. Probably. Maybe a little bit later? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I don't have Sea Dream, but this is cute. I don't have Ito, but this is awesome. You don't... Okay. Huh, okay, well... But yeah, I'll probably be streaming at a similar hour. I don't know. But okay, well, those are some interesting pages. That's what I was reading. Reader inspired. That's crazy. We'll get this. Is it? It seems. Wait. No, it seems to be. Not. It does not appear to be. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Unless. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. Sure, we take Cookie's sandwich egg. All right, I get one more to play around with. Any of the out of all the characters that I do have, any one of them. Okay, Kaveh just standing like that. Okay. This is just Kaveh thing, but like the other way. Yeah, problem is I don't have Kanish, so I can't. Like I'm most of these 5 stars are 5 stars I don't have. There's TT. So those are my choices. Those are, in fact, my choices. But yeah. Yeah, Canisius is nice. Like, usually if they have, like, something special happening to them, I'll pick them as long as I have the characters. But, like, I don't have Emily, I don't have Xiangyun, I don't have Avedo, I don't have Xiao, I don't have Kanish, I don't have Haisam, no Chaska, no Risley, no Lenny, somehow still no Kuting, no Wanderer, no Chiri, no Baiju, no Yai, no Tatalia. I already went through Haisam, no Sino, no Yoimiya, and no Ayato, and none of these two. I did look at Kanichas. I did. And all of these are characters I do have. I'm angling it this way so I can see a how. It is funny. I mean, a how being a how. But yeah, none of these particularly inspires confidence. So maybe I will just hold on to this one coin in case in May they drop like 4 bangers SPN tricks. So, yeah. 40 of them, fair enough. Yeah, I try to spend all of it every month. I don't know. Alright, there's none of anything new here, right? I hope not. Alright, great. There has to be something new here soon, though, because I see that this is a thing that is occurring. Did they say there were going to be new ones next patch? I don't remember them saying that in the stream. So then, what are we supposed to do? We have overflow keys. What are we supposed to do come May? Like, hello? Eat them for breakfast. Breakfast, that sure sounds good right about now. It's freaking 7 in the morning now. I started streaming at like what? It's been, yeah, 5 hours. I don't know, man. Hey, Skirk is sitting by the little boar princess thingamajig. Well, Skirk, what do you have to say?
和深渊一样，这里的时间流速也和外界不同。
Ah, right. Right, you did say earlier that you were having a bit of a migraine, yeah? Hope you get better soon. And yeah, Congé is not really filling.
以自己的体感为准吧。
Okay, I'm pretty sure I talked to Skirk before in here. This is giving me deja vu.
累了就休息，调整好状态再出发。
Alright, well, hey, draw me a fortune. Let's see, can we get one of the witches, like, special, like, notes? Yeah, probably is a bit too late. Okay, it's an actual fortune slip. Okay, cool. Plus one instant ramen, fair enough. A few days ago, okay, here's the thing, I like spicy food, and so I do have, over my dorm, just a few packs of Bulldog, double spice. And every single time I have it, it starts with me getting the urge to eat it because it sounds like a good idea. And then when I eat it, I'm like, God, this was a horrible idea. And then after I finish, I'm like, no, wait, this was a good idea. And then a few hours later, I'm like, this is a horrible idea. And then a few days later, I'm like, this is a good idea. Basically, I like it when as long as I'm not at that exact moment suffering from the consequences. No, I just like spice. My pain tolerance for literally anything else is incredibly low, but somehow I can just handle spices. Yeah, fair enough. Bulldog is very much just spice. You eat it because it's spicy. Yeah, I don't know. I like literally horrible pain tolerance literally anywhere else, but apparently spices are just I like spices. It is what it is. Fair enough. All right, let's get out of this depressing place. No, the place is very whimsical. The atmosphere in Imaginarium is really nice. It's just I just don't want to. 2 dailies. I'm just gonna spend the resin. I guess I can just do 1 run of the thing is, right, there's an event going on, but then like I already farm enough weapon materials for both weapons. Like I have all the materials here. I just need to craft this, which I should do that right now actually. Whoops, wrong button. I am not spending Stardust. I've been spending too much of that recently. I don't have to do it, but it's optimal if I do it. And here's the thing, right? In the very, very long term, like after the Snezhnaya comes out, or after the Teresa of Snezhnaya comes out, freaking, what's her name? Something Snezhnaya. Something Fyodorovna Snezhnaya. I don't remember the first name. I remember the freaking middle name and the last name. Yeah, Anastasia. There we go. Anastasia Fyodorovna Snezhnaya. After she gets released, I plan to triple crown all the Archons because, fun fact, do you know what would have made this entire thing go a lot faster? If I actually crown my characters, because none of my characters are ever crowned. Let me just find the relevant. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where? There it is, 73. Okay, shut up about Yalan. Okay, but yeah, 73. 73 crowns. Will probably make my Stygian times a lot better if I started using this as well, but my plan is, after I get all the Archons, I am going to triple crown every single Archon. Together. All at once. And that will be the only characters I ever crown. Unless, like, something after Snezhnaya piques my interest. That's the neat part. I haven't decided fully yet. But so far, I'm treating her like Archon, so I'm going to still farm the stuff to allow for the triple crowning. Whether or not I do it is a different question. And I was looking the other day, and it seems like for Moika, right, like I'm just working my way my way backwards. Well, yeah, but I'm definitely counting Farina. Like, Farina can argue for more because, like, see, I don't want to get deep, but like, what is an Archon? Are we defining Archon by whatever Celestia says is on the thrones, or are we gonna say that the Archons are by the role in which they played in society? By which definition, Farina would definitely held the role of Archon for 500 years, legally, in Fontaine. Right? Yeah. So she... Zhongli also held the position of Archon. He's no longer an Archon. Does that make him not count? Yeah, but the whole point is that former Archons count. Zhongli counts. So the Farina counts. Right? Colomina is in a much grayer area because at least Farina is like, you know, like it has ties to the concept of Archonhood. Colomina was never really tied to the concept of Archonhood because, you know, the quote-unquote Archon. There's no Archon of Nokrai. Nokrai is a part of Snezhnaya, technically. So technically, the Tsarisa is the Archon in the area. So like, I don't know. The gray area, but which is why I'm focusing on the other 6 a bit more. But I was checking and I realized that, hey, look, I can craft 28 of that, so I need 48, and some events until then might give some books, and if that's the case, then I don't really need to farm this. Yeah, that still makes her a former Archon. Does that not? As established, I am counting former Archons. she will still be a former. You renounce it, you're still a former Archon unless you just freaking like annulled it. But like that's not how that works. Archon by marketing, except like Golubina is in a gray area because like she's the most detached from the concept of Archons, because she's like marketed as Archon, but like in terms of like actual like position, is more closer to like a figure like Novelette than actual like Archons. Like you can still group the seven together as like, you know, like roughly like very like related to that title of Archon. But Farina de Fontaine was no, but you have to understand what I'm saying is, by Fontaine law, Farina was the Archon. Has always, Farina has been the Archon for the 500 years, and she just stepped down. And she acted as the societal role that Archon would play. So, what makes an Archon? I'd argue that that makes her enough of an Archon. I don't remember everyone saying that. I do not remember. I do not remember even the majority of people saying that. Is Novelette an Archon by role? Well, Novelette is assigned as the Chief Justice of Eudex. That is that word does not say Archon now, does it? Yeah, he was the one holding up the justice, but is he? Is there a law saying, did he ever claim the title of Archon? No, not really, no. Did he act in the capacity of Archon? Not legally, because that position was abolished after Farina stepped down. So, again, my point is just that Farina can be very easily argued to be part of the Archon's like group, far easier than Columbina could. Who's older? How do you define Columbina's age? Right? Inefa is, if you define Inefa as just the part that splinter from the 11th Lord, then definitely younger than Hao, because Hao was a peer of the 11th Lord. Why is Columbina 5? That's the random number. No, Columbina is not related to Cataclysm. No. The one thing that isn't related to Cataclysm in Genshin lore. Like hello? She appeared in Not Cry after, like a generation or two after the Cataclysm. It's like less than 500. If we go by that. That was after the Cataclysm. She appeared after the Cataclysm, I'm pretty sure. But if we go by the like first appearance in the like in the Frostmoon Scions, then yeah, Columbina would be the youngest of the bunch by far, unless also like for both Tsubaya and Columbina, do you define their first like appearance or like their current iteration of appearance? Because then both of them be very recent, right? Tsubaya was just recently reincarnated by freaking smushing the three deadly selves together, and Columbina just shortly before that by smushing the freaking the body, the soul, and the divinity. See, yeah, but like that is not a continuously existent like thing. Like she does not exist in her current form. It's the same person, but like it's like when you define age, like it's when it comes to stuff that has been reborn, it's kind of a bit iffy. But if you just go by the first appearance, then like Zibai is I think it's I don't know. It's kind of very unclear, the timeline. I mean, sure, fair enough. If we go by that definition, sure. I mean, freaking. Yeah, and Columbina and Zibai would be younger than that. So it's just, I don't know. It depends on your definition of existent. I don't know. It's the deal with Ornova. I don't exactly remember the wordings. It's been too long. Well, also, I now have a decent amount of Mora thanks to Imaginarium, I just realized. But yeah. Alright. Guess I can just run. What was the topic? Right, farming talents. So yeah, I was talking about how, yeah, I probably don't need to farm Moika stuff. Let's check Farina stuff. Oh yeah, that seems a lot more worthwhile in farming. I'm a little bit hungry, but I also plan to sleep soon, so maybe it's not good for me to eat, but I don't know. I'll go downstairs and find something to... Yeah. When's the last time I've been in the Fontaine Talent domain? It's Gauthier, right? It has to be. Yeah, just run this once. And then we'll, also level Slingshot to 90. And then I'll end stream and, yeah. The cooker, do I usually eat from the... For breakfast? It depends. When I'm at dorms, DoorDash is a lot more frequent as an option than when I'm at home. And right now I'm at home because it's Easter. So I can just go downstairs, look in the cupboard, and see whatever is there, and I can try to put together something. Oh. Navia shuts these things down. That's good to know. I wasn't sure whether these guys were Numa or Uzia. Guess they were Numa. I could wait and stall to get those two resin, but like, do I really feel like stalling for 10 minutes? No, I don't. I could just farm this later. I'm not gonna stall for 10 minutes just for this. But yeah, okay. I should prepare to do an outro. I stream for 5 hours today. That's plenty. And again, on YouTube it may not look like it, but yeah, I've been. It's what, an hour and a half of yeah, an hour and a half of Star Rolls, a little bit of time in between, and about 3.5 hours of Genshin. Ugh. Yeah, it's a bit tiring. Guess what? We'll be back tomorrow. It was about a stream that might be just about as long. We'll be trying to go through as much of the Star Wars story as I feel like it. If that happens to be the rest of everything, we'll see, right? If it's because we've been questing for like what, 4 hours? Last weekend. I also need to like do a before the next stream. I need to refresh where I was. Although I think I remember roughly where I was. Freaking, we got led to Pearl's thingamajig, and then Nihilux gaslit us. And then we were led to actual Pearl thing, and we started discussing about where the whereabouts of the masks, the 8 masks, and we learned that we have 3, she has 3. Well, we know where 3 are. Okay, those guys were fine. But yeah, like we know where 3 masks are. She knows where 3 masks are. or like we have 3 on our side, she has 3 on her side, so we are trying to figure out what the last 2 is, and yeah, that discussion was continuing, I believe. Yeah. And so yeah, we'll be continuing from there, and we'll probably be streaming for somewhere between 3 to 6 hours. If it looks like the quest length is somewhere around 4 to 5 more hours, I'll try to finish it that night. If I felt like it's closer to like 8 hours, I'll probably split to 2 streams, 1 tomorrow night, 1 the night after, because again, Easter weekend, I have 4 nights off. So I can stream 4 times, right? That's how the math works, and this is the first night. So we'll see about that. Yeah, after we do the Star Rail quest, there will be the Star Rail flagship event that I should be doing. The Wispy Sigma-Jig. I don't remember what the event is called. And then after that, the upcoming week is when Luna 6 drops, right? So on Tuesday, I'll do my standard at this point startup hash stream. Again, no quest, but just checking out the new stuff, pulling for Linnea, and building Linnea, and all that kind of stuff. And then, personally, I have finals week coming up, so that weekend after might be a bit busy, but if I can find the time, I will try to squeeze in a Linnea story quest. Although chances are the world quest is probably gonna have to wait until the final settle down a bit. Next weekend will be the weekend before my finals week, so my finals is in 1.5 weeks time, and it like it starts on the week of the. Let me pull up the calendar. It starts on the week of the 13th, and it goes until about the 20th. So that like 7-day period. During which, if I feel like I'm comfortable enough and have the time, I might do a few short streams. We'll see, but chances are not going to be much coming out of me until then. And then after that, conveniently, also literally right after, it's when the new Star Rail patch, like a new Star Rail patch, will drop as well. So there'll be a lot of Genshin and Star Rail stuff for me to go through in the week that's following, and yeah, and then by very end of April, I think I'll be going to China as well. So very little will be coming from me while I was in China, and definitely no streams. It probably will just be videos on YouTube for limited time stuff that I that I will miss if I don't do it at all while I was in China. Right? I think a really long time ago, I think it was last summer, when I went on a trip to Italy. I did a very similar thing of just uploading some videos with like text-based commentary is the best way to describe it. Hopefully I can find a more sophisticated way to do commentary without using my mic when I'm traveling. And yeah, I'll just be uploading that onto YouTube. So Twitch will be inactive for probably a good chunk of May until I get back towards like 20-something May. I don't know. I will go through the exact details of it like when the time comes. But for now, just know that there will be plenty of streams this weekend, covering mainly Star Rail stuff. And then on Tuesday, I will, of course, do the startup patch stream. And by either then or the weekend after next Tuesday, so the weekend of the 11th and 12th, I would be more clear about the plan going forward. It's just a big overview. What I just said, like for the past like 5 minutes, right? I'll probably get more concrete time frame by then. I mean, if you want to stream, go ahead. Yeah, that will be a live patch day, and hopefully so will I, assuming I'm not busy with something. But yeah. Plan is that. So Saturday stream and Sunday stream, most likely. Yep, I stream at what is late night, early morning for myself, and in fact, the sun is now out, right? Yeah, yep. It's another cloudy day, and yeah. Okay. Reminder that again, starter patch streams I never quest just because I don't trust my dorm setup. It's a bad setup. I'm not questing. I will be only questing during weekends when I'm back home. But yeah. So yeah, basically, let me just try to reiterate the plans. Next 2 nights will be Star World nights, and I'll be doing questing and the flagship event, and if necessary, I will continue the thing for another night, and then Tuesday night, sometime on Wednesday, I'll do a stream, do Linnea polls, all that fun stuff, and then yeah, so yeah, fair enough. Do all the story off that and go to China and beat the spoilers. Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, the plan is, yeah, on Tuesday/Wednesday, I'll just do the starter patch stuff, do Linnea polls, check out any like new features that doesn't require questing and all that. Yeah, and then the next weekend I'll try to do a stream that covers the Linnea story quests, and then probably not much else. The world class will have to wait until much later. But yeah, that's probably just gonna be how things are. And that's the plan going forward. So anyways, I feel like I've yapped on for long enough. So that being said, we will enjoy this rather long stream on the longer end. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, evening, wherever you are. And yeah, this was pain. Barely cleared in both Sorrow and Genshin today. Again, if you're watching a YouTube VOD, what are you doing? It was like 3 hours into the VOD, but go check out the Sorrow stream. Currency Wars run was pretty good. Yeah, very high cortisol gameplay. Yeah, it was fun, but it was also infuriating. But it was fun. And yeah, I'll be back for the next couple of nights for more Star Wars content, for more questing, which is gonna hopefully be a lot more low cortisol. Unless they jump scare me again, like they did last patch, in which case it will be high cortisol again. I have trust issues with the Star Wars like writing team after last patch, but yeah. Also, ooh, Crystal Fly. So that being said, hope you yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. Yeah, I already said that. Hope you take care. I'll see you in roughly around like 20 ± 2 hours time. Alright. See you then. Goodbye. I need to get some rest and food until then. See ya. Bye.